Hello, hello. Oh, I have been looking forward to this reading. All right, here we go. There is talk in Bob Woodward's book, Fear, that Trump will sometimes get to the Oval Office area early in the morning, but he won't go into the Oval Office by himself. He'll wait until others arrive because he says that some of the ex-presidents are there, and I can't remember the details. It was something like President Johnson flicking his ears or flicking Trump's ears. I haven't reached that part of the book yet. So I've got to know. I've also heard from other, there was another psychic, forgive me, I can't remember who it was, but someone was saying that President Kennedy kind of hangs out in his pajamas on the sofa in the Oval Office, keeping an eye on Trump, and is just generally horrified. So I've been looking forward to this reading. Are our dead presidents haunting Donald Trump in the White House? So this, let's see what it says. Getting these two cards and I'm not sure where to put them. I'll wait on those. Yeah, I'll wait on those. Just see what we've got here. All right, in the past. What I'm getting from that is that all presidents come into the job not really understanding what it is, how big of a thing it is. All presidents come in without realizing how complicated, how difficult the job is. So the spirits of any past presidents, and actually the living presidents as well, are always willing to give the current president a little bit of a break, at least at first, because the job is so overwhelming. Okay, card for the reading. Bunch of rich white guys. Yeah, bunch of rich white guys, and there are a lot of them. 40 odd. Base of the reading. Trying to count how many are still alive. Yeah, lots of rich dead white guys. Base of the reading. This is about the presidency, about past presidents, and the burdens of their office, the loneliness of it, the emotional burden of being embattled. It's the hardest job. It really is life and death, literally. I'm getting kind of a pain in my heart a little bit, just for this one moment. I'm fine. But it's incredibly stressful. It's hard on the health. It's hard on the heart. Yeah, physically, it'll beat you up. The job is so stressful and difficult, it will just beat you up. So that's about the presidency. It is a hard job, and they all know that. All of the presidents know that. So what's going on? Trying to talk some sense into Trump, and when they can't do that, just trying to distract him. What I'm getting is a bunch of rich white guys who've passed on, coming and going out of the White House, coming and going out of the Oval Office, trying to keep an eye on things, trying to give support, emotional support, spiritual support. Most most of them are deeply, deeply patriotic. They absolutely love the United States. And they, even on the other side, they want to do everything they can to help. And the older presidents are pretty much saying, well, we kind of expect this was inevitable. It was inevitable that we get a wannabe dictator, that we get a throwback, especially after having a progressive president, after having the first African American president, which most of them are also very happy about. There are a few racists among them who, even on the other side, they're still having trouble with it, but they see the bigger picture to some extent, and they absolutely want what is best for the United States, for the country. So they're trying to grow. They're trying to open their minds. For what it's worth, and I know it doesn't mean much, but what I am getting from the much older presidents is that even with them seeing the bigger picture now, fighting against this racism that they were raised with, but I point out, women of color today, and I get this weird sense of chivalry of, well, yes, it's the United States, you want the women to be safe and okay. And it's like, well, weren't some of you slave owners? Hello. So it's, we have a serious ugliness in our past. I mean, the way that our country treated Native Americans and have treated minorities, and obviously slavery, it's appalling. It is disgusting in every way, shape, and form. And they're grappling with that. Even on the other side, even having passed on, some of them are still grappling with that. But for what it's worth, at least they're grappling with it. And they really do want what is best for this energy, this energy that is the United States of America, and being the, as Reagan said, the shining city on the hill. I'm not so much talking, I'm actually not getting, at the moment, I'm not getting the founding fathers, as they're known. The men who signed the Declaration of Independence are their own collective energy, and it's different. Now, the question is, what do they think of the presidents overall? What do they think of Trump? And what's coming to mind, did you ever watch that 70s show? Because there was a scene, the father in that 70s show, he had a catchphrase. And they did there was an episode where there was a flashback to the first time he ever used the phrase. Where he looked at someone, he said, "You're dumb. And you're an ass. And there was a sound of angels singing, oh. And he said, "You're a dumbass." And that's what I've got. That's what came to mind. I mean, Kennedy never kept it in his pants. These guys had mistresses at the wazoo. Yes, they knew corruption. Yes, they knew, their hands were not clean, and they'll be the first to admit it. Because they do have that higher perspective now of what they specifically did. But they think he's an idiot. They think he's actually, number one, he's actually stupid. And he's suffering health problems that are making him even more of an idiot. And no one's standing up to him, and the system is failing, and they are so disappointed. It almost feels like they regularly they go down to Congress, and they're standing over Mitch McConnell and Paul Ryan going, hello? Part of this is separation of powers, checks and balances. It's almost, this almost feels like they spend more and more time even just going down to bug the head of the Senate and the House of Representatives, the Republicans, to tell them to step up. And they are so disappointed. It's kind of like being disappointed in a child. But it's not quite that simple. They're also more horrified. So they're definitely around. I'm trying to feel around. Nixon's trying to stay out of it, is what I'm getting. I don't know. This is all speculation, of course, and I'm just reading on the energy. I'm trying to remember a few names or pick out a few names. As far as previous presidents go, Nixon's trying to stay out of it. And kind of a blank guilt when it comes to him. So he's just trying to stay out of it. Kennedy's right there. Kennedy is right there.